welcome to the show. Yeah. Lights up. Curtain twitching, city holding his breath. Yeah, I walk out the shadow with a spark in my chest. Name in the rafters, pressure in my breath. Came for the moment, stayed for the throne. Built this stage out of skin and bone. Smile for the cameras, pain in the grin. I make it look easy, but it's war I'm in. I do it for the love, yeah, I do it for the crowd. But don't confuse kindness for laying down. I'm here for the noise, I'm here for the night. I'm here to turn scars into stadium lights. Welcome to the show, where the real don't fold, where the hearts stay cracked, where the wheels stay gold. Welcome to the show, I bleed in control. I'll make you feel alive, but I won't play slow.
Crowd drops out, one voice, raw echoing.
Are you not entertained?
Jim Savage has entered the building.
Fellas.
Man Cave Sundays. Let's do it.
We got women up in the club trying to drop it like it's hot. See how his mind is.
This is the place where the men gonna let it all out.
Yeah.
Be honest, be transparent, man. Leaders and fathers, as men, we understand the nature of men is to be protected.
Women with Dorito booty.
Why you have to go to Dorito?
See, Jimmy.
See all of the songs.
But
Yeah.
it may not have been a thorn at first. It may turn into one.
Well, that's a. You have a big booty, and other ways you need our women. You don't need. I'm not going to say that extra bullshit, but we're not going to get into that. I'm just saying.
No. Let's get to it, Jim. You brought it up.
Yo.
What up, fellas? How you doing?
What up?
What's going
Doing
on?
this.
All is
Hey,
well. All is
Man Cave
well.
Sundays.
And for the record, y'all see this jersey? Can we represent it today? Let me go ahead and rock this Trayvon Diggs jersey for y'all.
Oh, here we go with that.
Girls.
Oh, hashtag DC4L. You know what I mean? We win the games with a backup quarterback. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Y'all rarely ever win a game.
Actually, in the past 25 years, we have the 8th best record in the league. That's actually not true. We haven't won any Super Bowls, but we win games.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Hey, that Viking Saints game wasn't no joke. That was a good game.
I think Seattle and somebody put up like 93 points, wasn't it? Like to go like 48, 45?
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, Seattle and Detroit, 48-45.
Yeah, my team didn't win today, so hey, I can't say nothing.
Who's your team?
The Panthers.
Okay, yeah. I'm with you.
Speaking of being used to not winning.
I can't say nothing.
My son a Panthers fan too, man. He know all too well about me.
Right.
I got to find me a team now. I mean, I used to be a Panthers fan when, Cam was on it. I just had to.
Right. Yeah, he brought some swag to that team, man.
Yeah, brought a little swagger to it. So.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Mr. Church, who's your team?
I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan.
I knew I liked that dude.
It ain't no need to pull your leg or make you feel no type of way. I'm a legacy fan.
You a Lakers? Okay.
Dallas, and yeah.
Oh nah. And when it comes to basketball, I'm a Spurs and a Carolina fan.
Okay.
And then to talk about.
So with me, I only have one actual team. Like basketball wise, I just kind of I figured out that watching basketball, I've always kind of followed whoever the best player was. Unfortunately, so I was a Bulls fan. I'd have been a Heat fan. I think I'm currently a Lakers fan.
Hey, that's what sports all about. Like who you like.
Now, the Cowboys,
Hey, to be totally honest though, that's kind of how I really got into basketball too. I was a Duncan fan, for real. Like
Okay.
Because I'm gonna tell you his balance and the way he set his priorities and his levels of just totally focusing on the game. You know, he was different.
Yeah.
Like
He was
right now,
different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, I hope you're honest, man. Shoot.
Just like right now, okay, when Duncan made his move now, like Kawhi Leonard, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's balanced. You know, he ain't all into the money. He ain't focused. He got morals and values. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Okay.
that's what makes the difference. Like, just chasing a player that chases the money, it says a lot about who you are.
Tony
What's
Park
on
was
your
like
mind?
that too. A lot of
You
them
know,
players
huh?
coming out of San Antonio was like that. Tony Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
Exactly.
of them took that same mentality from him.
But you
I'm
know
carry-
what?
carry everything.
Actually, the coach trained Tim Duncan to be that type.
Yeah.
Of, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Like a
He
father
lived
figure.
with the coach for several years.
Yeah.
You know, coming into the league.
Tim Duncan was,
actually-
it was a different play though. But what you gonna say, Anthony?
I was gonna say it's actually kind of great we start here, right? Like this is your show. I'm not trying to take over, but we're talking about commitment. And he was just saying players that move from team to team chasing the check. And
Right.
the topic
Hey,
is
Hey,
why
that
some
kind of
leaguers
means
won't
something.
commit.
Yeah, that's a lead. That's
kinda
a lead in.
coincide.
That's a lead in.
That's a
You
lead
know what I
in.
mean? It's a beautiful thought. I'm a huge fan of upward mobility. That may explain my dating life. It's probably why I'm been in and out of certain situations over and over, because upward mobility, I think it's kind of a type A. I move around. I'm interested for a minute, then on to the next. Like that's how we operate.
We're gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah,
You know what I
let's
mean?
get into it. Yeah. See what's
Well, it's listen, Hollywood's dope. I'm sorry. I just was looking
No,
at
go
this
ahead.
topic and reading the room.
Yeah, no, right. Now, I'm there with you. So so what is the main reason you think that some guys, some guys can commit, some guys can't? What do you think? Someone might have been in that lifestyle at one point, kind of grew up. What do y'all think the number one reason, for your personal opinion, is the reason why most guys won't commit, or why you can commit?
I'm gonna be devil's advocate and go, what are they committing to?
Okay.
I feel like there's so many different reasons why men won't commit.
Right.
Sometimes when women have kids, they put their kids priority over the male that they're dating or the man that they're considering. Then not only that, you have other reasons why men won't commit. Sometimes women balance ain't in place. It's so many different reasons why men won't commit. Then not only that, nowadays women are overbearing. Women feel like they're your mother instead of in a relationship with you. They want to control you. Then not only that, like I have so many reasons that I can tell you why a man won't commit. And I'm telling you from the perspective of being a married man, happily married, but understanding priority, balance, and order in the midst of my relationship. And then not only that, I'm on looking from the perspective of all of my friends. I got a friend right now that just committed to a relationship, right?
Mhm.
And before he committed, he told me all of what he would do, what he wouldn't put up with, how he wouldn't handle things. So me, I'm kind of playing the background and telling him like, yo, when you're in a relationship, it's totally different.
It's
It's
totally
give
different.
and take. You're gonna have to submit. You're gonna have to yield. You're
Right.
gonna have to consider the girl children or whatever the case may be. And he was like, ain't nobody gonna control me like that. And now he babysit.
well, you know
Right.
what, Trick? You know what, Trick? all he really saying is, and this is probably the number one, he's not ready.
Right.
And when a person,
Hey, guess what? He said he ain't ready, but he in the relationship and he doing all the things that he said he wouldn't do.
he in a relationship, but he ain't in a committed relationship.
Guess what? He committed and she ain't. How about that?
Because you
that's
can.
why, that's why
if
some
you-
men are committing in relationships.
If you're with somebody, spending the time and putting time and effort, that's a commitment.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm gonna tell you why. You can
It is
be
a
in a
waste of time,
marriage.
man.
You can be in a marriage. You can be in a marriage, but not be mentally married.
But why did you get married if you're not mentally married?
For whatever our reason. Look, I seen couples getting married, especially in the military, just so they can get the pay, the benefits.
Well, a lot of people do that, but outside of that, people get married because they think they're in love, they think they're committed, they're doing what married people do, so they get married.
Let me be real.
People don't understand really the philosophy of marriage. Some people do it just for the wedding.
Right. But marriage is not for nothing like that. Marriage is a business.
Marriage is
Marriage
more
is a business.
now. If you set it in place and do things in the right manner. You understand what I'm saying? Like people don't get married no more for love.
Who don't
Who got married for love?
There's so much responsibility in the center of love that people don't get married based on love no more.
You know
now
why?
it's kind of like,
but they
like
shouldn't.
the New Wave churches. Even the New Wave churches want to see your W-2s before they begin to love you.
Do you know why? Because they straight away so far away from
your W-2s.
Well,
Bro, they got
churches
ATMs.
want to see your W-2s.
Bro, they got ATMs in the lobby now.
Don't get it wrong. It's just very few like that. You don't catch a lot of churches.
They got ATMs in the lobby now, bro.
I've been to a lot of churches. You catch
But they letting you know about the cash out.
Did Jesus have an ATM? Did Jesus have an ATM?
Yeah.
Hey,
no.
That don't make no sense because when Jesus
Don't make no sense, man.
I'm
gonna keep my mouth shut though.
Let me make this clear. It's never like with me. I've never been all about the money because I make my own money. You know what I'm saying? Now, I feel like this. You got to be very careful about the people that are discussing and focused on the money. Because how can you be focused on the money and my life at the same time?
Well, so y'all don't think marriage is a business?
It's not a business. It's like a business, but it's not a business.
I don't think
it's like a business.
I don't think it's set up for men. I don't. Not in 2022. I don't.
I understand that. Yeah.
I actually don't see the benefit. I just don't. I mean, like you can if it's just to lock someone down and to be with that one person. I guess you're under the suspicion that
being married is a form of control.
Hold on. What are you saying? Hold on. What are you saying?
What is the benefit of committedness now? Like, what is for a single man in today's world? What is the actual tangible benefit?
Okay, let me just say something about this.
Okay,
if you don't know what you're doing, you can't. If you can't commit anything, then how can people take you seriously about anything? Because you can't commit. No. Listen. Whenever you get paid, that you know good well that job is committed to pay you on time. Mm-hmm. You expect that. That's commitment. They ain't no in between. I think honestly, we try to live in between right now because everybody's scared. Because anytime you can put your best foot forward, listen, wait a minute. Anytime you can put your best foot forward and make it solid, you know what the hell you're doing, and you can't commit. You got people can't commit. What the fuck y'all doing? Y'all playing.
I guarantee, like I agree with you. Look, the thing about the reason why men won't commit.
It's all about overcoming loneliness. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you don't want to reach old age and you don't have someone to share your life with. You don't.
Women want that. Women act like they want that though.
Huh?
Women act like they want that. That they want to grow old with nobody. Yeah, they say they. You know how they say they don't need a man? I can do everything on my own. So they want to live by themselves and die old alone. Because if you don't need a man, what's the purpose?
Guess what? They say that out of hurt. They say that out of anger and frustration. They say that out of belittlement. Women want a relationship.
We know that.
Right now,
we know that, but that's the answer to the question. That's the answer to the title.
Or they in this bisexual type lifestyle. You know why? Because they've been prior hurt by a man, and no man can fulfill their needs based on their past hurts.
And let me say this too. And on
Man,
the
if a
real,
woman didn't get hurt,
nobody,
you can't fulfill all her needs.
you know what? Let's get real now. Okay, let's say you're dealing
You
with
can,
female, right? And
depending
y'all,
on how
and
they
y'all,
feel.
Hold on, guys.
hold on. Let's say y'all dealing with female, right? And y'all sexually dealing with each other. She can mess with who she want. Why in the hell you want to keep going around another dude? So if she can't commit to you, y'all out there doing some bullshit back and forth. What the fuck is that? I mean, that leaves room for disease. Like, what are you doing? You ain't even focused.
You know what?
Right.
Because we're older, we can see that.
Right.
Some of
Right.
the younger folks don't see that because they got 3, 4, 5 partners, and everybody's cool. They go to work.
But don't y'all think
money.
that sometimes that it's like a double standard
Oh,
sometimes?
let's just don't put this on the younger folk. You got
The world
older
is free.
sisters that
The
act
world
like
is
they
too
got it
free.
together, and they doing just as much as the younger folk.
I was
The
gonna
world is
mention that, but
the
we-
world is giving
we tell
people
off so
way
much.
too many options to not be in relationship.
Man, let's
Yeah,
be real.
that's true.
Let's be
That's true.
real.
But that's the
People
problem.
get on the show and say one thing and they doing another. You understand what I'm saying? Like right now, you know, it's just like people in the church. You show up to the church, you know the right words to say, you know when to beat the tambourine, you know when to say amen, you know when to say hallelujah, but is God really truly all that you want? Sometimes you'll proclaim and say you want one thing, but in all actuality, behind closed doors, you want that freak, you want that food.
See,
You
I'm
want that wow.
That's the reality.
gonna tell you
I'll
like
be right for
this.
church talking about I need that freaky shit.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Can I just interject real quick before you make your point? I've been watching the clock for 4 minutes since I last spoke. Not a single person yet has provided one tangible benefit. We have talked all around this circle. Not a single person said
So
this
what's not
right
the
here
benefit?
is a benefit of commitment. Not one person has said that.
Hey, hold on.
What's
Hold
it?
on now.
What's the benefit? Hold on.
Church,
Hold on.
Church, you need to take a break.
Because I have
Take a break,
many
man.
tangible
Wait, wait,
benefits
no.
to being married.
But let finish what you're saying, because I think you're finna have a good point.
Yeah,
what you're saying,
let
though.
him speak. Let him speak.
I'm just saying we went around the room and we had several conversations in that last 4 minutes. I asked a simple question the last time I talked. What is the benefit for men in 2022 to be in a committed relationship? And we walked all around the room. No one had an answer.
Hey, look, hold
No,
on.
I'm not trying to be
because-
funny. I'm just
No,
I want to
I
hear
can
it.
tell you- I
Hold
can
on.
tell you-
I'm gonna let you know. Depending on
tell
the man that you are, there can be all the benefits you need. There's a lot of people going out there just picking any
Exactly.
church. Hold on, bro. There's people going out there vetting the wrong way, not having confidence in themselves who they choose, and they're picking the wrong person, and they want to complain about it afterward. If you're the right man that vets properly, all your benefits are positive. That's all I'm gonna say. You can have the benefits you want if you choose wisely.
I'm
That's
gonna tell you.
exactly right. Because
I'ma
guess
tell-
what? When you talk about tangible benefits, right? As for me, with me, I'm in a committed relationship with my wife. My wife does everything. I get my plate brought to the table when I walk through the door. You understand me? Like, I don't have to make up a bed. There's so many benefits that I have. I can go on and on and on about
Not
me
making a
and
bed
my
is a
wife's
benefit.
relationship. I don't even have to iron clothes, bro. You understand? But guess what? I am the man. I do what's necessary to bring benefits from a male perspective.
That's not a
when
benefit.
we
That's
were
special.
raised- when
That's
we
being
were
special.
kids, I built my family on the foundations of what we were raised on.
Mhm.
You understand?
You know
Like-
what?
like Anthony,
Making the bed, making the
look,
bed,
Hollywood,
ironing, and that, I don't
watch
think
your
that's
dad
benefits,
and
bro.
your mom. That's how
That's
my
not
family
benefits.
built. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Bruh,
Like that's why
listen,
I still get the
Jay.
plate brought to the table. Like being
Is this thing
totally
working?
honest and realistic. That's
Yes,
why my clothes are still being earned. I remember watching your mom and dad hold hands coming to Granger Stadium to watch y'all do shows, bro. I
Yeah,
still
you're
right. That's a
hold
benefit.
my wife's hand walking in restaurants.
Well, let
That's
me
a
give you
benefit.
this. Let me get. Let me
Like,
get
there are
some.
so many
Oh,
tangible
I-
benefits
Ironing,
of
ironing,
making my
and doing
wife
the laundry,
feel
no
like,
benefit,
no,
Come on,
man.
we're
it's
letting
everything.
people talk. We've got to
Yeah.
figure out a
All
way
right.
to raise a flag or something because we just running on back and forth.
Right.
And we're not answering
I'm
this
not.
question.
I'm trying to silence your voice, guy. Calm down, church.
We just rambling.
Right.
So, I
No,
mean,
we're not.
back to
Look,
what-
How's it
look,
rambling?
back to what he said,
Look.
back to what he said, what are the benefits? To me, some of the benefits, if you choose wisely, like you were just saying, if
Mhm.
you choose wisely, it is a benefit. To me, what the benefit is, you have someone to grow older with. You have someone to grow with. You have someone that you may be able to say, if both of us are working, we may be able to have something a little nicer or have some money stashed away. So when we get old, we ain't got to have two separate places to try to live. And we can make one nice meal instead of spending two incomes. And I have someone to support you with. I have someone to go to church with. But that doesn't mean that it always work out that way.
Right. And what Anthony just said was one of the most important ones. Somebody to support you. Somebody that supports you. Feeling to have a woman and you feeling that she supports you, she will always be there for you, is a stone cold benefit.
Yes.
Yeah. And
because once you start feeling like she ain't, your relationship is over.
Accomplish anything
and
with your mind.
Right. And look, let Eric say something. He was trying to say something for a while. Go ahead.
And let me get to this way from a biblical standpoint, which I follow. The Bible said it's not wise for a man to dwell alone. That's one. Two, he said, if you're gonna have, he said, in order to the purpose is to multiply the earth. And in order to multiply the earth, you have to be committed and married. He said it is better for you to marry than for you to commit adultery. So those are the benefits that God put in place that I choose to follow. Is because of one, it's not wise for a man to dwell alone. In order to supply the earth, he wants us to be married and be fruitful. So those are right there, and the other benefits come with that, the love and all that stuff. Yeah. All that comes with it. The love, the commitment, the support, love unconditionally. Support.
Hey, hold on, E, hold on. Can I say something? Now, to be totally honest with you, you tie Old and New Testament together.
Okay, what is wrong? Which part is wrong?
You understand what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying
which part is not correct.
But guess what? Even Paul said.
Hold on, which part is not correct? Go to that.
Hold on. I'm just saying. And this is not a debate. What I'm telling you is, you use Old Testament scripture and New Testament scripture together.
Okay,
but actually,
it's the book.
Paul
right?
was saying was he found it better not to marry because men can't balance their lives out with women. You see what I'm saying? Because that was Paul that said he found it better to marry than to burn. You understand? That was Paul talking. You see what I'm saying? But guess what now?
Jim,
at the same time,
your mic on, Jimmy.
It depends on how you build the relationship. It's a process. You understand?
Right.
You have to know your mate. You have to know what you're investing your time with. You understand?
Right. I mentioned that. I said it comes with all those additives as for support for one another.
That's
I'm not
right.
saying only married for that reason, but I'm not saying only married for that reason, but show love towards one another. Be committed for one another. To sickness and health, all that good stuff. Are you willing to stay there until the end, or are you going to be like a microwave relationship?
You ain't never leaving me. I'm getting my pistol out.
But it's a lot of microwave marriages. There should be crock pot marriages.
That's slow cooker.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
hey, because microwave. Some people are ready to get out of the relationship whenever it starts burning. As soon as they smell something burn, they're ready to get out of the relationship.
But see,
they go slow.
But look,
he a little over the top today.
But look, that's the difference in today's world, though, right? Because now y'all talking about crock pots. Everybody I know got air fryers. So
that microwave mentality.
That quick in and out. I can make barbecue in an hour as opposed to.
Hey, that crock pot when you go to church. When you go to church and come back.
There you go. Why is that? Because that's how we've been brought up.
But what I wanted to say was what I wanted to say, church, is with or without the Bible, being fruitful and married helps us with a community and life going on properly like it's supposed to. With or without the Bible, you still follow those rules, your life will be on point.
But let me be honest with you. How can you be fruitful without the Bible? it doesn't happen. Man.
But
I don't. Well, listen, I'm fruitful.
That's our belief.
And I don't believe in the Bible.
But
Let me tell you right now, I don't believe in the Bible, and I believe in being fruitful and having a family. And I've never read the Bible.
You didn't need
It was just it's family oriented. From family. Family teaches that. Family teaches that.
How can you
And if the families stick together, we can always live that same way. The families and the community stick together.
You have never given it a chance based on
My
your
man,
own-
I'm
based
saying,
on
hold
your
on,
own
church. No.
Y'all
I've been
have-
saying everything you've been saying too, and still not believing what you believe in. We talk the same way, just differently. And I have not read or worshiped the Bible. So a lot of people are not religious, man. We gotta stop doing that shit. Because without religion, we still have to follow a certain code of men, women together, building families, community, sticking together. Without the Bible, I learned that without the Bible.
But don't you think that the Bible still got the principles? Like even it's not.
I'm not knocking the Bible. It does, but I'm saying like
either way, if you don't, in order for you to actually succeed, there's no way you can't say you have to do those things. I personally don't see any way around it.
You don't
Like for example, okay, look to me.
Let me say this.
See, here's the thing. I don't mind the Bible, but when you say you can't do this without the Bible, that's when I feel some type of way. Because I'm still living the same life you live, and I'm not on the Bible type thing. So when someone says you can't live or you can't be a king or you can't be a man without the Bible, that shit affects me.
Here's the thing.
Why?
People about to jump in for a second. Here's my thing. I understand what Savage is saying. Yeah. I have no problem with that. The reason why I don't have a problem with it is, as being a Christian, I know there are tons of other religions. They don't believe anything that I believe, but their foundation is still the same. As far as husband and wife, they might have several of them, but there's certain things that they believe.
Exactly.
So I understand when someone doesn't believe like I do, I try to live by example by going, okay, hey, that's not what he believed, but if I continue doing this over here, maybe not Savage, but someone else be like, damn, my life might be a little better if I just kind of, where's he getting that feeling from? Where's he getting that understanding from? With church, I love when he's talking about, hey, my wife cooks, she cleans, she this, she that. There's a lot of women that's gonna hear that and be like, oh shoot, I ain't doing all that. But that might be why you ain't married.
Answer this question. Do you think we are purpose, each person that is born is purposed by God?
Are you talking to me?
No, for the panel.
Oh, you can't even hold. You can't even make that statement because they just told you they not following the same.
No. I'm going somewhere with this. Right. The question is, do you think we are purposed by God? If we are, then none of us, there's a lot of us that is born out of wedlock. We weren't purposed by husband, by wife and husband.
Right.
To be honest with you. So I believe what Jimmy was saying, and I kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, Jimmy, but he's saying is although he doesn't believe in the Bible and he has a baby, that is still being multiplied in the earth, but on the other term, it doesn't say that those personnel that are burned out of wedlock aren't born in the image by God, pretty much. So we have to understand that everybody has a purpose when they're born, is what I'm saying.
I think that's
whether you're born in wedlock or out of wedlock. It's when you become when you grow to become mature enough, who you follow, because all babies belong to God.
Can I jump in here real quick? Because I think I understand what Jim was saying, and I'll say it this way: you don't need religion to be a good person. Like, it's the very crux of it. I can live a good. I'm not religious. You know what I mean? And I raised my kids with good principles. You have to have it. Life doesn't. Religion, if it takes religion to make you a good person, you're failing. If you don't have empathy without religion,
the things that you know they are good, the things that you know they are good though, it's in there.
Yeah, there are several books.
Right, but
the Bible's not the original religion.
You don't have to.
So weren't the people good that wrote the Bible?
No, listen,
Were
I'm
they
saying
good before they
principles
wrote
are
the
still
Bible?
there.
It's funny to me
principles are
how
still
we
there, though.
always come back to this same conversation every show that we do, instead of just talking about the topic. And then, I mean,
Yes,
because
keep
don't get me
religion out of
wrong,
it.
I'm definitely a religious person. I believe in church and Christ, and I'm saved. That's me. But I've dealt with so many different people that do not have that same understanding. But then when I
Still have
listen
that
to them, I'm
foundation.
like, hey, I don't look at it that way. But what can you do differently when it comes to relate? When we talk about relationships, what can you do differently? There's a lot of religious people that we know that are Christians and go home and beat their wife. But we'll say, oh, they're not Christian then. But they go to church every week and they do a variety of different things. So what I'm saying is, I like the subject at hand. What are some of the reasons why some men won't commit? Church won't make a person commit. Being religious won't make a person commit.
Right.
So even the ones that are not into church, what can we do, or how can we get an understanding of why men don't want to commit or why we don't want to commit? But we always have this religious conversation every time we do a show.
Hey,
And
you
I don't
wanna
know if
why?
that
You
helps
want
or
to know
not
why?
help.
You want to know why? There's always going to be. It's always going to be back to God. It's always going to go back to God. No matter what goes on in life, it's always going to go back to God.
And those principles
Because
are
that's
still
what
there.
you have so many people in denial when it comes to God, because they want to live the way they live, they want to do what they want to do, and they want to justify it with what's going on in the world to say, hey, I don't have to live.
I think
like
the
this
difference of it
that's
is
going on.
I
don't
like to
have
play
do
chess.
this because that's
I like
going
to get
on.
the
Because I'm
conversation
dealing
going
with
and
this,
then bring it
because I'm
up.
dealing with that.
And let people
Guess
see.
what? But
Sure,
let
that works
tragedy
for
show up. I bet
That
you they
works
trying
for
to
y'all.
figure out who God is.
That works for y'all. That works. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm with you, church, but I like to get people involved slowly. We're running some people away. Maybe you'll say that, hey, we don't need to have
my
a
thing, right? Like even with that, right? Like to be honest, you can live and you can believe in whatever you want to believe in. You can do whatever you want to do. But this what you got to do. You got to take more inventory of your life. If you're not successful, if life is not blessing you, if you're not growing, if you're not moving to the next level, if you don't see whatever you believing in help you catapult to a greater position on a day-to-day basis, you need to reevaluate what you believe in.
Can I ask you a question, church? Have you ever seen a person progress and be successful without a religion? Church. Oh, don't blame your wife on this one. Answer my question. You heard me? Did you hear what I said?
What?
I said, have you ever seen a person progress and be successful without a religion?
I've seen
I can answer that.
Tons of them.
Some people do.
Listen, so hold on, I'm not done. So can we do this? Since we're men and we come to, we work things out.
Right.
Can we talk on subjects and not try to force a religion on somebody? Because it's not really forcing, but when you say you can't be this because you don't believe in that, that's forcing a religion on someone. And that's really not talking like.
Let's say your piece with understanding. Yeah. There's different. We got 6 men up here. There's 6 different views. So I can understand where you're coming from. And that's why when you hear me talk, I say, from my standpoint, this is how I feel about the situation. I won't say that you're wrong, things of that nature, because you would know if you're wrong or not, or you may not. Let's move on. Another reason why some men won't commit is because they hate the challenge of women that are making more money or women that are in higher, things of that nature. So they see themselves now pretty much on the same level, or she's a little bit above him. So some people won't commit because they're afraid of the masculine, I guess, whatever she brings to the table.
The attitude.
So that's one reason why I think some men won't commit.
Yeah,
they're afraid of.
I agree with you. When I've been in relationships with women that make way more than me. You know what I'm saying? But it's those women who take that and take that they make more money than you, and take that and act like they're better than you. They belittle you, put you down because they think money makes them. When men don't give 2 shits about a female making money at all.
Right. But look, let me say this too, man. Let's say something happened, right? And whether it's sick wise or whatever, And that lady, your lady that's probably been, dealing with you could be living with her, she may have to start doing some things to help you get back to health. And I feel like, why should she do that? And she's not committed to you, and you're not committed to her. Why should she help you alone if you're sick, or just help her take care of you, and there's no commitment?
If she takes care of you, she's committed to you.
I think that's a matter of just being supportive.
Yeah, but no, if someone's willing to take the time out to take care of you and put the time and effort, that's a commitment, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying that why should a person do that if you haven't verbally? You said marriage is like a business, so you haven't you haven't really committed, and you haven't did the legal way either. So why should a person try to take care of you and help you do those things, and there's no commitment?
But that's also going by the biblical way to live. That's why it seems weird. But if you're not, you're like when someone's dating.
Wait. What biblical got to do with a woman helping take care of you if you're sick?
Why are you married if you're not committed?
So what else?
Why are you getting into a marriage if you can't? Why are you getting married if you can't commit to it? Like, there's no point.
Yeah, get married.
So there has to be some type of commitment. If you took those vows and spent that time to get and decide to get married, somebody's committed to somebody.
No, I'm not talking marriage. I'm talking if a boyfriend girlfriend, they're not committed, and they just boyfriend girlfriend, but yet she's doing the duties that most wives would do. Why should she take care of you? Why should she take care of you? And y'all have a committed to each other.
I would say she's
because
doing that.
I think it's for the future. I think it's for what they want in the future.
Right.
They're doing what it takes to show that person that later on in the future they want to commit.
And she's not coming to take care of me when I'm sick, and we're dating.
She's showing what she's.
That kind of lets me know. They're just like if she calls, if y'all are dating, she calls you that my car won't start, babe. I don't know what is going on with it, and you like, oh well. All right, I'm about to go. She might do some kind of way, like, well, what kind of man are you that you're not even coming to help me with my car? We're dating. You got to show.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about as far as long term, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I mean,
I do, but it seems like
for a long time. And even women expect that. After a certain time, they expect a commitment after a certain period of time. Why do you think they expect a commitment after a certain period of time?
I will say this:
because they went into it with the. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, hey, go ahead. Finish your point. Go ahead. Finish your point.
No, I was going to say. I guess most time when women are doing something like that, because they already have an agenda in their mind that they want a relationship.
Hey, baby, bring me a bowl.
Even if it ain't but a year, 6 months, or 2 years. Cause I've known some people be in a 12-year relationship, and she's still expecting to get married at some point in time. So they do stuff because they're expecting something from it.
Well, I guess if that's the case, then if people have to get married, then I guess you just go ahead and do it. But
nowadays you really don't.
Right, but if two people, yeah, but two people, you still committing. You just haven't legally committed.
Right. And when you legally commit, it becomes a business and its benefits.
I will admit it. I will admit a little bit earlier I was playing the devil's advocate.
Is that bad?
Trying to get y'all riled up, but for real.
I'm getting married in 6 months.
I think the biggest problem or the whole thing with commitment these days, and I don't even think it's malicious. The options are there, man. You gotta realize, growing up for a lot of y'all, no offense, there was your only method of communication was the phone, and now, I don't need like I think I beat this drum every time I'm on the show. The options are there, man. Like dudes don't need you don't need a girl's phone number to reach her now. Just know her name. You can hit her on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's hard to commit when it's not even a relationship thing or a biblical thing. It's options, man. The more options you have, the harder it is to choose.
Yeah, but when you going to choose one, options going to be there to choose. When you going to choose one?
Well,
it's hard, man.
I don't want to be an option, so I ain't trying to do nobody like that either. I ain't no option.
Hey,
that's
here's the thing.
I ain't gonna be no option.
Church said it earlier when he said, Houston, it ain't just the young folk. I think it was Church. When I was talking about this younger generation don't understand that. And I think it was Church. It was like, it's the older people too. It's not matter just the young people. But the options, the choices and the options are there. Men don't like to commit because one, you can go online right now. Before it used to be in a committed relationship with someone or try to be, because your options were only what was in your community because you didn't have social media. You met somebody in town and you would track her down to get her number and get to know her.
And
try
put
to
the
make
time and
her
effort
your
in.
woman. Your time and effort, and you make it
Right.
try to make
And
her
can I
your
throw this
woman.
in real quick too?
Sure.
Can I throw this in real quick too? Not only that, back then it was only a way to get her phone number. Like that was it. The phone number and the address. Those were the only methods. But now you don't need that. You just need their name. And there's so many different. And I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about guys too. Women can access you from anywhere now. Chicks that you haven't seen in years.
After that, though, what? I mean, after that, what though? I mean, after the access, I'm trying to figure out like, what does that mean?
Bingo, Anthony. Bingo. That's it right there.
It don't mean anything.
In order to get a man to commit, he got to know you. If he's a real man, it ain't no getting to know no woman on social media and you just see her and y'all having conversations and y'all not interacting personally. Ain't no commitment there.
And that's the reason why social media is tearing things apart, is because what you're saying, Church,
it ain't social media. I'm gonna tell you that.
It's
It's
this.
the choices we make. It ain't
Right. You're right. There you go. Right.
You can say that, but those choices we're making is because of things that we're watching and doing.
Right. So.
Well, no.
And I
It's
say this,
easy
hold
to
on,
not
hold on.
watch it.
Hold on.
It's
'cause
easy
I'ma
to
tell
not
you.
watch it.
I'm gonna tell you, if you ever look in the mirror, who should change? The reflection or you?
Yeah.
Both.
Depends on the outfit.
No, you should change. So once you change, the reflection will change.
You talking about Candyman?
Right, both
Candyman.
Hey, and he made a good point. Red Cup made a good point. I forgot his name. AG.
I'm sorry.
The great.
The problem with commitment, we are putting so many things before the person who we supposed to be committed to. Right. People put their children before the person they committed to. They put a dog before it, the cat. They put the business, the job, and the person who in going into marriage is supposed to be committed to. The person should be more important to you than anything else.
They can't be though, E, because they can't though, E, because you know what? You think you look online, you meet a girl online, not even talking to her. You see a picture and a whole bio about her, and you think you know her. That's the representative online. That's why it's so hard to get to know a person, because you think you know her from the representative online, and then when you get to meet her, she's still portraying that representative online. And what people are doing is believing this shit, and then they get in a relationship with them, and then the real motherfucker comes out. You're like, who the fuck are you? It went back in the day when you had to take your time to get a girl's number. That's how you got to know most about her. How she reacted to you talking to her, you conversating with her to see what's on her mind, and if she even gave you the number, that means she's interested. Now you just look on her bio, dig her number, call her like, who the fuck is this? Oh, I was just trying to get to know you. Fuck you, nigga, shut up. You know what I mean? Like on the real, like nobody puts the effort in to get to know a person because everything's online.
Bro, we don't even have to call now. We can just text her.
But here's the thing.
Sometimes you're not even call. You just go text. Hey, what's up?
Outside of there's a generation. I mean, in our generation included. The reason why I keep going back to it is because it kind of started with us. Like you said, we don't have to know a person now. You can walk into a store, see someone working, and see her badge, and look her name up on Facebook or Instagram. Why are you standing there? People are doing that.
And bang, right then you have direct access.
Take time to get to know people. But
then you can also call for booty.
Us that don't even understand how to do it.
Access to what though? Like, but what does that mean? Even if you do, but that doesn't. You still got the everything else still is there. You still have to do the work.
Some barriers are healthy.
It just means it's gonna fail quicker.
That's why they're not committing, because they get to jump from person to person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But honestly, as a man though, if you really own your paper, you ain't got time to chase all these women. That's one thing I learned. When you focus on your purpose. No, listen, with that dudes that play like that, they might dress nice, might have a car here and there, but a dude that's really, really on it, they know that I don't have time for all that. They know that I need that one that's gonna support me, but they don't be jumping all because you have to keep adjusting to different attitudes. You can't remember what you said with that person, that conversation.
Well, let me play devil's advocate with that. If a man is making paper and he's got it like that, some men that I know are making 100,000, 150 a year, they ain't trying to commit to nobody. Because they're
gonna lose it all if they do.
For a while and move on to someone else.
Because they're gonna lose it all if they do.
Eventually, though, I guarantee you, I don't care
Eventually,
how old he gonna get, he will settle down.
eventually he may do that, and that's
Right.
correct. But
Right.
right now, they're not worried about that because one, they've got some real estate, they've got some other places and homes, they got some stock, and they're like, I ain't trying to marry nobody and give this stuff up.
Yeah, man, look.
But
I ain't
that's
trying to toot my own
because
horn. Everything y'all talking about, I'm that dude, and guess what? I'm committed.
yeah,
Well,
I'm,
you
hey,
know that
I'm
how many
that
other
dude
dudes
and
you
I'm
know church
committed.
just like you?
I'm
You
not
understand
afraid to have
that?
money
Look,
and have a woman.
realistically,
How many folks
realistically,
do you know
the
church
guy that
just like
y'all
you?
talking about, that's me, and I'm committed.
Yeah,
What's that got to do with anything?
I can get a woman up here
What you
that
mean,
says
what it got
out
to
to
do
many
with
other women.
anything?
You're
What I'm telling
you're
you is-
one, because you're one out of a million.
Listen, what I'm trying to tell you is,
You're one out of a
99%
million.
of the people that are structured, that are really making this money, they ain't running around like no fool, bro. They
Is that the
chasing
majority?
the chick that
Come on,
show
you
up.
are-
But church, is that the majority?
That's the whole point, though.
well,
Is that the
let's go back
majority,
a little
church?
bit, because
That's the
when
whole
you
point.
say
You
you're
can't do what majority do. You can't do
when
what
you say
majority
you're
do.
committed, do you mean now? Because in podcasts and previous, you've said that you maybe not have been the whole time. So when you lay that
No, he
committed
never
thing out
told me.
there, when you lay
No,
that
he didn't say
committed
that.
thing out there, when
Listen,
you mean committed
What you mean?
permanently
I've
or
always
in the
been
past?
committed to my
Now, hold on, guys.
relationship.
We're at the end of the day. Yo, this is one of the most interesting one we ever had.
Hey,
Period.
just read that last statement Kimberly put. That probably sum it up for me.
She said, if a man truly wants commitment, he's going to qualify. He's going
Quality
to
over quantity.
right.
My point is that
And I'm not fighting
That
against
could be
I'm not
debatable.
doing anything opposite of that. But you
That
ask
can be
why
debatable.
men are not committing. We're telling you why someone not committing.
That's why I
And
said that could be
man,
debatable.
A smart man will realize quality over quantity is always better.
Because all you need is one.
But how many have y'all seen
All
quality
you need is one to
turn
be,
into?
to be committed to.
How many times you seen quality change up on you?
Well, you got
That's
to.
true.
That's part of life.
That's why it's hard. That's why it's hard for men to commit, because there is no guarantee, and men want guaranteed shit that ain't gonna fuck them over.
We gotta do part two, guys. Gotta do part
Let's
two.
do that. Let's
Yo,
do that.
this is the first time. It's like one other show we had, but this is the first time. I think we had 6 different opinions. But the thing about it is, I want everybody to know that, whether you believe religion or not, it's about your own personal. There's somebody out there that can relate to Eric. Somebody can relate to church. Somebody can relate to Savage, Houston, me, and AG. So that's the whole point. We just being honest. That's our point of view. Other than that, you guys, I'll see you next week. Good show.
Yeah,
brother.
Hell of a show.
I used to say, if I hear AI one more time, I'm going to lose it. But Monday.com is super easy to use and knows how to do AI right. My team quit going through endless documents ourselves. Monday Sidekick handles that now, pulling the crucial info and then prioritizing based on whatever we need. So stuff that takes my team hours is now done before they even open their laptop. I use it for insights and action suggestions constantly, especially on those back-to-back meeting days. All these AI features are built directly into Monday.com and actually use our real data. With Monday.com, AI isn't some over-promising future. It's here. It just works. Like, actually saves us time and resources kind of work.
Monday Sidekick, AI you'll love to use. Start a free trial today at Monday.com.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix. Now, draft is ready. Now that's dope. Next, you can really get in there and style it your way.
Do not get back. Stop. Stop.
What the f is wrong with y'all?
Get out of the road. We're done.
Hey, welcome to my savage land, where anything could happen. No capping, just work trapping. All bow when I stand. land or be slaughtered in the savage land. Cause savage is the motherfucking captain. Welcome to my savage land. I create the fucking smoke to make you choke. Y'all ain't ready for the slaughter. I eat kings, goblins, and gods for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There can only be one winner. Watch me shine and shimmer. Welcome to my savage land. Welcome to my savage land. Who the motherfucking smoke? It's all gold in you dig.